SJSO Youth Services Unit deputies have arrested 3 Creekside High School students after an investigation revealed a credible threat against other students.
That's Lieutenant George Harrigan of the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. Liz Ryan has our top story.
Deputies were tipped off about disturbing communications between the suspects and were able to thwart their plans, which were quite detailed.
Deputies discovered group text messages which discussed the identification of target students, including photographs with faces circled, aerial photographs of Creekside High School, and the use of firearms. The hit list was created for select students the group wanted to physically harm, and the lethal hit list was created for students the group wanted to kill. Major Crimes Unit detectives were consulted, and the decision was made to charge the suspects with unlawful use of a two-way communications device and written threats to kill or do bodily harm, both felonies. All 3 students involved were transported to the St. Johns County Jail on October 5th.
Harrigan says the Sheriff's Department is proactive in identifying threats.
SJSO has 2 full-time threat assessment deputies assigned to St. Johns County schools who are specially trained to investigate threats, coordinate resources, and intervene to ensure student and faculty safety.
He says if families are involved, situations like these can be prevented.
We want to remind parents of the importance of monitoring your children's online activities, and that includes text messages. Pay attention to their communications with their friends and just be engaged.
And he adds that everyone should do their part to help keep this community safe.
To everyone listening, if you hear something, if you see something that's suspicious, that's concerning, say something. Notify school staff, notify law enforcement, and prevent worst case scenario from happening.
For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. 5 candidates will vie to be the next St. Johns County Administrator.
The 5 finalists are Joy Andrews, Interim County Administrator for St. Johns County, Florida; Scott Andrews, Assistant City Manager for the City of Bakersfield, California; Sarah Campbell, Town Manager for Orange Park, Florida; James Dorr, County Administrator for Gallatin County, Montana; James Harriet, Director of Engineering and Transportation for Cassow, Hewitt, and Walpole, Inc., Professional Consultants. St. Johns County will hold several public meetings along with a public engagement event this month to provide a transparent and open hiring process that seeks your input and involvement. There is a meeting this morning at 9 a.m. The selection committee will interview top-tier candidates via Zoom. The meeting is in the St. Johns County Auditorium on San Sebastian View and is open to the public. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
We work with archaeologists to make sure that we preserve all of those historic pieces, all of the culture that's associated with that, part of our identity and a part of our community.
Recent construction at King Street and State Road A1A turns up a piece of history. Crews working on a drainage improvement project discovered a timber piece of a buried maritime vessel that archaeologists say dates back to the 19th century. Hampton Ray is the Community Outreach Manager for the Florida Department of Transportation.
Thinking ahead of the game, FDOT actually contracted with an archaeological firm, Search, to be on site during the excavation and digging of this drainage pipe that we're installing. And since an archaeologist was on site already, they were able to do some additional excavation and determined that they had discovered the starboard side of a small fishing vessel.
Ray says the discovery has delayed their timeline.
We're being very cautious and careful as we excavate this vessel from the construction site. So we have suspended construction as a result, and crews will basically work 24/7 until we successfully excavate this vessel, and then we will allow construction to continue.
A lane closure and modified detour are in place along A1A in downtown St. Augustine to keep archaeologists safe. With St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Amy Sherry.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.